Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do her on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day. And today is a money-making Friday, man. We have 14 games on the card. 28 of 30 teams are in action, man. And y'all know the drill, man. We finna cook it up and try to smash it per usual, man. I'm excited about today's NBA action, man. Last night, we didn't lose money, but we damn sure didn't make none, man, because the Warriors don't know how to close out a game. Them boys had a sizable lead heading into the fourth quarter. A sizable lead, man. They had 123 points with about 6 minutes left to go in the game, and they ended the game with 127. 4 points in 6 minutes is not winning basketball. It's not money-making basketball, and that was the reason we didn't make money last night, man. Shout out the Joker. Shout out Jokic, the best player in the NBA. He just wanted it more from three-quarters court, the bomb. Oof. I'm glad I ain't had 2.5 or nothing like that, man. Had the three. I pushed. Had I lost like that, whew, my goodness. But it's the NBA, man. That's why we love it. It's gambling, man. I know some of you were on the right side of that, man. We're probably jumping for joy. I would have been. Didn't lose money. Didn't make any. We're going to make some tonight with a huge and beautiful card tonight. 14 games. I'm trying to smash it per usual. I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long, man. There's a link for that in the description below. And, of course, I have premium plays over at the site, including that NBA play of the day, man. Looking to get back on track on that today. 7-2-1 last 10, 32, 18, and 3 last 53 on that NBA play of the day, man. Looking to keep the momentum rolling forward there. You can scoop that play up today over at Pickdawgz Premium. Or it's Friday, man, with a huge card like tonight and a nice NBA card coming over the weekend. Hop on the 3-day pass, man. Get every single play that I release for the weekend. You can hop on something longer if you want, weekly, monthly, yearly. And for my bigger bettors out there, guys that can handle betting the NBA pretty big every night, handle the volume of that, join my All Access Club, man. The information for that is in the description below. We'll set up a time to talk and figure out if the package is for you. It's for my bigger bettors out there, guys that have asked me for that next level premium service, and the guys that have been in there for the 2 months, hey, they're pretty big, man. So if you think it's for you, text the number. We'll set up a time to talk. But, hey, it's 14 games on the card, man. Y'all know what we finna try to do. We're finna try to smash it per usual, man. I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls. And without further ado, let's make some money tonight. And let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, man, let's do it. First game up, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road facing the Boston Celtics. Celtics laying 13.5 at the crib in this one. Celtics in a bounce-back spot after losing on the road to the Thunder Buddies in that last game. Wasn't shocked. We had the Thunder Buddies in that game. Celtics are coming back home. We know the Celtics. I've told you guys I believe they are the best team in the NBA. You know what I mean? Injury report-wise, only person I see on there is Al Horford, game-time decision. We got to give the Jazz some credit, too. The Jazz have been playing really good basketball recently. They've won 4 of their last 5. And 13.5 is a sizable number to be laying on Utah with how well they're playing. Here's the thing. Utah, they've been a money-making machine for us, mainly where? At home, at the crib. Early in the season, boy, we was cashing like no other, just blindly fading Utah on the road. They've gotten better here recently, but I don't like this spot for them. Not in a bounce-back spot for the Celtics at the crib against a team who I believe they're head and shoulders better than. I think the Celtics blow the doors off of Utah tonight, man. I do. And I didn't like what I saw from Utah in their last game. Yes, they're playing well, but if you're going to overtime at the crib with the Pistons, and now you're out on the road going to face the best team in the NBA, yeah, I don't know. You just played the worst team in the NBA tough. Now you're going to play the best. I know the Pistons played the Celtics tough as well, but you know what I'm getting at. I like the Celtics here. Short, sweet, simple. I think this is a bounce-back spot at the crib, and they just blow out a team they're head and shoulders better than. Next game up, we got the Atlanta Hawks out on the road facing the Indiana Pacers. Pacers home favorites laying 3.5 in this one. Indiana playing some really good basketball right now. They're on a sizable win streak. What is it, 5 straight? For the Pacers, we had them in their last game. It was our play of the day that day against the Milwaukee Bucks. They had beat the Bucks in back-to-back games. They had beat Atlanta in the lone meeting these two teams have faced this season. Final score was 157-152. That game was on the 21st of November. Atlanta, man, they're coming off a really nice win. They beat the Thunder Buddies, had a really huge lead in that game, and we saw it wither away. I thought they were going to sell it. I did have the Thunder Buddies in that game. Y'all know I love the Thunder. But I did tell y'all guys that day it was a terrible spot for Oklahoma City, coming off a really solid win off a homestand, now out on the road. The books looked like they were out for blood with that line where it was. So I wasn't surprised to see Atlanta win that game. I was kind of surprised to see how bad they looked down the stretch in that game. Here's the thing, man. I'm not fading Indiana in this spot, man. They're at home, comfortable at home, and I think they just beat a team they're better than. I think the Hawks are not as good as the Pacers. We're going to see it in real time. Halliburton has surpassed Trae Young as the superior guard in the East. You heard it here first, man. I think Halliburton's the better player. Trae Young having a great season. But I think player for player, man for man, the Hawks Trae Young might have the better supporting cast. But look what Halliburton has done with his. Yeah. I like the Pacers tonight. I do. Pacers, they've been a money-making team for us this season. You see 19-14 against the number. Atlanta, worst ATS team in basketball, and I highly doubt they put it together in back-to-back games, fading Atlanta, not grabbing the points with them on the road. Give me the Halliburtons. Speaking of our favorite money-making team, the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies, man, they're laying 4.5 points on the road on the Brooklyn Nets. This game is a tough one. The Thunder, they're now out on the road after that pretty significant home trip. We saw them fall flat in their last game. They did beat the Thunder Buddies. They did beat the Nets in the lone meeting earlier this season, 124-108. Injury report clean for the Thunder. For the Nets, Dennis Smith Jr., game-time decision. Lonnie Walker, game-time decision. I'm taking the Nets tonight, guys. I'm fading the Thunder Buddies. I know. I'm catching a falling knife with the Brooklyn Nets. I know. And I'm well aware that the Thunder Buddies are the best road ATS team in the NBA. I know. Think Brooklyn, in all honesty, wins this game tonight. I just see this as a bounce-back spot at the crib. I do. Friday night in the Barclays. They come to hoop tonight. That's what I think, man. So I come here and tell you guys what I think. What my gut tells me, and my gut in this game tells me the Thunder Buddies might go down tonight. We're still going to be able to make money on the Thunder all season. They're still our favorite money-making team, but we can't just blindly take them every game. Like next game, they got the Wizards, then they got Miami in Miami, then they go back home, got Portland. Yeah, so we're going to get back on the Thunder real soon. I just don't like them in this spot today. The Nets, when they have covered this season, where has it been? At home, at the crib. I'm not surprised to see them really struggle on the road. I think it's a bounce-back spot at home tonight. We'll see. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And that one, I got to fade the Thunder Buddies tonight. Next game up, we got the Cleveland Cavs laying 10.5 on the Washington Wizards. We just saw this game the other night. Cleveland aired them out. In all honesty, nothing changed from then to now. I expect Cleveland to air them out again. I told you guys that day I like Cleveland to air them out. I think they do it again here tonight. I'm talking about that game wasn't even competitive. A 39-point win? 39? It's insane. When I bet Cleveland, it's in Cleveland. And Cleveland, when they're playing inferior opponents, they usually stomp them in Cleveland. So I just saw it. I don't really see much changing here. Maybe a couple more shots fall for the Wizards, but even if a couple more fall, they still could lose by 20. They lost by 39. I'm on the Cavs in that one. Short, sweet, simple. Next game up, I think this is a good one. We got the Sixers laying 5.5. I do see this line rising. Lines be moving as I be doing the gym session. Sometimes it happens. But the Knicks, man, they've won back-to-back games. Both were in the Garden. Now they're out on the road. They've really struggled on the road. They've lost 3 straight out on the road. Oklahoma City busted them up. Orlando busted them up. Indiana busted them up. How can I not take the Sixers here? Sixers at the crib be hooping, bro. 23-10 straight up and 23-10 against the number. Basically, this is what I do in Sixers games, and this is going to be my approach moving forward. Um, when they're especially when they're at home, do I expect the Sixers to win the game? If the answer to that question is yes, I'm laying the points. As you can see, they're 23-10 against the number. So when they win, they cover. When they don't win, they don't cover. It's really simple. And I expect them to win tonight. I don't see this as a game where, like, when Philly wins, they win by margin. So don't trust the Knicks on the road. What I've seen, Philly at home been hoping. Knicks on the road, can't trust them. It's Philly for me here in that one. And next game up, man, we got the Charlotte Hornets out on the road facing your Chicago Bulls. This line is around 8 right now currently. Bulls did beat up on this team earlier this season, 111-100 in Chicago. Charlotte, they did surprise the hell out of me and beat the Kings in their last one, 111-104, as a 16-point dog. Insane. But this is like their 8th road game in their last 9 games. I got to fade them. And I hate laying huge numbers with Chicago, but they have already shown me this season that they can beat up on Charlotte. I think they come back home and get back right. Last time we seen Chicago at home, what did they do? They beat up on the Sixers. I know Embiid didn't play in that game, but still encouraging. The game before that, they did lose to the Pacers. Happens. But game before that, beat Atlanta. I trust Chicago mainly at home at the crib. Especially these are the games where they got to showcase. You know, if they're going to do anything, if they're going to try to fight back in the East, these have to be the games where they come out and hoop. Terrible spot for Charlotte. This is their, like, 7th straight road game and, like, 8th road game in their last 9 games. One of the worst teams in the NBA. I would fade damn near any team in this spot, especially a bad team like the Hornets, man. I'm going to lay it there with the Bulls. Next game up, man, we got the Houston Rockets, and we have the Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves laying 3.5 on the road. Can't do it. Won't do it. I'm on Houston at the crib in this one. I know. Minnesota, they're just a thorn in my side, man. I just got to fade these boys more often than not. I know they be hooping. They're 24-9, one of the best records in the West, but that's not really what we care about here. What we care about is against the number. And as you see on your screen, they're 15, 16-2. That's not money-making material. What is money-making material is the Houston Rockets, especially at home at the crib. So I don't really want to overcomplicate this one, man. Expecting Minnesota to go into Houston and beat them, to me, is kind of crazy. Houston 13-5-1 against the number at the crib. Houston straight up at the crib this season. They are 14-5. You feel me? Houston has been hooping thus far this season. I trust them in this spot. Would I be surprised if Minnesota won the game? No. I do think Minnesota is the better team, but again, I don't want to overcomplicate it. Houston 14-5 at home, whereas Minnesota mainly struggled this season on the road. I like Houston with the points in my back pocket in that one. Wouldn't be surprised if that game came all the way down to the wire or if Houston just won the game outright. Next game up, man, we got the Los Angeles Clippers out on the road facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans home dogs, man. They got the Clippers favored to beat the Pelicans out on the road. Yes, the Clippers have been playing well. One of you guys actually tagged me in a video of James Harden doing a recent interview where he goes, yeah, when I first came, we weren't playing well, and all the critics and stuff are laughing at me. But where are those critics now? You don't hear a peep. Well, James Harden, I'm not sure if you watched this video or not, or if this clip will ever get to you. But, hey, I'm here to tell you, I'm still one of those critics who has still been yelling from the mountaintops. You boys, I don't trust. You boys is a team full of boys that haven't had much playoff success other than Kawhi Leonard, who did get a championship in Toronto. PG, one of my favorite players. No hardware. Russ, no hardware. You, my boy, no hardware. Hey, I want to see some products in the office, man. You can bump your gums here in the regular season all you want. You guys still haven't showed me much of anything. And guess what? I know a lot of you guys are going to come in the comments today and tell me stop hating on the Clippers, stop fading the Clippers. Well, guess what? Today's not that day. I'm taking the Pelicans money line at the crib. Not my favorite play today, not my top play, but I'm for damn sure having money on the Pelicans at the crib. And this is not just no pure hate or anything like that. I really believe the Pelicans are going to win at home. Where have I bet the Pelicans mainly thus far this season? At home, at the crib. And I think them boys show up in New Orleans tonight. I do. I think having the Clippers favored in New Orleans is laughable. For as well as the Clippers are playing, the Pelicans, they hooping too. They're comfortable at the crib. This is going to be what, their fifth home game in their last 6 games. They beat the Clippers already this season in Los Angeles. Now we're expecting Los Angeles to come in here and beat New Orleans. I know it's a revenge spot, but I like revenge spots at home, not really revenge spots like that on the road. Hey, short, sweet, simple, continuing to fade the Clippers, especially tonight, like the Pelicans. In that one, let's keep it rolling. Next game up, short, sweet, simple. Hey, this is another team. Y'all love to tell me stop taking the Mavs. Every time I don't take the Mavs, I never cash a ticket. I never. I don't like it. I watch all 82 of my Mavs games. I do. And I hate being on the other side, especially when they be hooping like last game when I told you guys, I really don't want to lay 11.5 with the Mavs at the crib here in this game. I didn't have the Blazers, but to be watching that game, Kyrie, Luka, and them going stupid, dummy, crazy at the crib, yeah, won't make that mistake again. I'm on the Mavs tonight. I think they just rewind 2 nights ago and do the same thing to the Blazers at the crib tonight. Blazers not terrible against the number, and I will say the Mavs as huge home favorites still gives me pause for concern. But if they play anything remotely close to how they played the other night, I think the results in this game are going to be something similar. I like the Mavs laying the bundle of points here in this one. Next game up, we got a really good one, man. We got the Orlando Magic out on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets. We talked about it in the intro, man. What a game winner from the best player in the NBA last night. It was painful. I had Warriors +3. No way in hell in the fourth quarter did I think that I was not going to cash that ticket. But, hey, when you're the best player in the NBA, shit like that happens, man. 3 from, what was that, 3/4 court? Jokic. Here's the thing. On the back end of a back-to-back with travel, yes, they are going home. Yes, they do go stupid, dummy, crazy at home. I can't lay double digits. Not on the Magic. No, not on the Magic. Magic have been one of the best ATS teams in the NBA, and I actually think the Magic match up quite well with Denver, more so than other teams might. This injury report for Orlando is kind of a pause for concern. Wendell Carter Jr. game time decision. I really want him in there tonight. Joe Ingles won't play. Gary Harris won't play. That's kind of a significant. Isaac, he's out. You know what I mean? And the biggest one of all, Franz Wagner, will not play tonight. That's huge. That is huge. He's out with an ankle injury. The Magic really haven't been hooping on this road trip, man. They have not. It's their 4th straight road game. Denver is rolling right now, man. And fading them is not for the weak-hearted. Take it from somebody who tried to do it last night. But in all honesty, I try to come on here and tell you guys where I really believe is the place to be. And I think in this game it is the Magic. That's a lot of points for Denver to be laying off an emotional win like that last night. Can Denver come out here and blow the doors off of Orlando? Yes, they very well can. They go stupid, dummy, crazy at the crib. But 10 with one of our favorite money-making teams, the Magic, 10 with Denver on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. I got to grab it, guys. I got to grab it. Give me Orlando. Got to fade Denver in Denver tonight. I hate to do it, but I got to do it. Next game up, man, we got the Miami Heat out on the road facing the Phoenix Suns. Suns like 4.5, man. The Suns, I'm tired of waiting for these boys to come around. I'm tired. I had them boys money line last game against the Clippers, and it just didn't happen. They just got beat up from the start. Like they were never in it. Here's the thing. I lean towards Phoenix today, but I'm probably not betting this game. I'm probably going to leave this game alone. And the only reason I lean Phoenix, I'm not betting this game. But the reason I lean Phoenix, this is going to be what? Their 5th straight home game. And before they lost to the Clippers, they were hooping. They had won 4 straight. So this is their 5th straight home game. And for the Heat, this is going to be their 5th straight road game. So it's just, you feel me? And there's no Jimmy Butler for Miami, even though they have showed that they're going to hoop without him. I just kind of see tonight as a spot where Phoenix gets right. I see Kevin Durant game time decision, Eric Gordon game time decision. Excuse me. I'm not betting this game. I'm not. And to be honest, bro, if you are going to bet the game, I lean Phoenix. But if I were to bet it for real, my money just seems like it would have to go on Miami. Like, ugh. And I hate doing this to y'all, but this is why I want to bet this game. The Suns are terrible against the number, 12, 21, and 1. The spot is a Phoenix-style spot, but, ew, I'm sorry. I hate this game. I'm not betting it. If I were to bet it, I'm going to go Heat. I'm going to flip-flop right here live on the show, man. I'm sorry to do that. Heat plus the points. I can't lay here with Phoenix. I can't. Even though the spot is favorable, they've been terrible against the number. And when we bet Miami, it's usually on the road. And they have hooped without Jimmy, man. I can't keep waiting on the Suns to come around, so I won't. Give me Miami. I flip that quick. Give me Miami. I'm not betting that game, though. I'm not betting it. Let's keep it rolling. Next up, we got the Pistons and the Warriors. This one's easy. I'm taking the Pistons. I'm done with the Warriors. Them boys scored 4 points. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In 7 minutes in that game last night to close it out. That's not winning material. That's not bet-on material. And they're on the back end of a back-to-back where they pooped away a lead. Can't do it. Won't do it. And we're expecting them to win by double digits. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pistons came here and win this game outright. For real. For real. For real. 4 points. 4 points. They had 123 at like the 7-minute mark. Golden State did. Left in the fourth. 123. They ended the game with 127. Disgusting. No, I will not lay double digits with you guys on the back end of a back-to-back. Even on the Pistons. I can't do it. Won't do it. Give me Detroit in that one. Short, sweet, simple. Next game up, man, we got the Memphis Grizzlies out on the road facing the Lake Show. Lake Show length 4.5 in this one. Anthony Day-to-Day Davis and LeBron Day-to-Day James, of course, are listed as game time decisions. I do expect both to play tonight, so I'm not going to really let that sway me too much. Both of these two teams are not playing well. They both lost 4 of their last 5. Here's the thing. If I'm betting this game tonight, it's the Grizzlies. And the reason it would be the Grizzlies is because it would be playoff revenge. And I know they've already played once this season, and the Lakers did smash them, but we know that wasn't the Grizzlies at full strength. This is the Grizzlies at full strength with Ja Morant back. And I hate betting the Grizzlies on the road usually, but get right spot. Get right spot for Memphis. I expect this game to come down to the wire, all the way down to the wire, like all the way. And I'd rather have the points in my back pocket or attack the plus money. I think this is a true 50-50 game, and that's what I tell you guys all the time. Points in my back pocket or attack the plus money. I think the Grizzlies are going to be extremely motivated here in this one. They suck on the road, but here in a motivation spot, ESPN game, I'm going to take the Grizzlies plus the points in my back pocket. And last game of the night, man, the 14th game of the night. Oof. We got the Raptors on the road facing the Sacramento Kings. It's the 5th road game in their last 6 games for the Toronto Raptors. They've been playing all right recently, though. They did beat Memphis out on the road. I was kind of surprised to see that happen. And they did beat Cleveland at the crib. Before that, they lost to Detroit on the road. That was, we had Detroit money line that game, though. And before that, they played Boston pretty tough. These are 2 of the hardest teams in the NBA to figure out, for me at least. The Raptors, I mainly like to take them at home and fade them on the road, but that isn't perfect. And the Kings, man, blow out Memphis on the road and come back and lose as a 16-point favorite at home to the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know. Lean towards the Raptors in this one. I just don't trust the Kings. I just don't trust them. I don't. And this is probably going to be a game they come out here and win by like 15 points, but they're just that inconsistent. I'm taking the Raptors here. I think this is a 50-50 game, and I'd rather have the points in my back pocket is my story here in this one. So, small lean towards Toronto here in our last and final game of the night. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for your guy, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as I always say, man, if you rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long, man. There's a link for that in the description below, and of course, I have premium plays over at the site, including my NBA play of the day, man. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward there. We pushed on it last night. Didn't lose, didn't win. Got our money back. We'll get back on track on it tonight. 7-2-1 last 10 on that NBA play of the day. 32, 18, and 3 last 53 on that NBA play of the day, man. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. You guys can scoop that play up over at Pickdawgz Premium, link in the description, or you can also scoop up something longer term. It's a Friday. Hey, scoop up a 3-day pass, get every single play that I release for the weekend. You can hop on something even longer as well, a weekly, a monthly, a yearly, however you want to do it, over at Pickdawgz Premium. You can do it. For my bigger bettors out there, for the guys that have asked me for that next level premium service, you can join my All Access Club, man. The information for that is in the description below as well. Hey, the guys that have been in there for the first 2 months of the All Access are up pretty big, man. If you're a big bettor, you can handle the volume of betting the NBA pretty big nightly. Join the All Access Club, man. The information's in the description below. Text the number, Jay's Full Court Press, and we'll set up a time to talk and figure out if the package is for you. But I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls just the same. We're just trying to make some money betting hoops, man. Huge card tonight. Let's do exactly that. 14 games. 14 games. Damn near everybody in action tonight. Y'all know I cooked it up. Hopefully we smash it per usual. Appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. Let's make some money tonight. See y'all soon. I'm out of here. Peace.